Welcome to another Jenallee Quick Tip. We are so glad that you have found us, and we hope that this video is helpful. If you like this content and find it useful, please be sure to share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. In this Jenallee OneNote Quick Tip video, we're going to show you how you can initially set up your class notebook in your class team. So I am using a pretty blank team for this example, but I have my class team, and I have not initiated my class notebook yet, so I'm going to do that with you. And when you click on Class Notebook, it's going to bring you to a screen that looks like this, and you can set up your class notebook. Now we're going to choose blank notebook, but if you already have an existing notebook with content, you can pull that notebook in as well. So I'm going to click blank notebook. Now just kind of a quick overview of what you have here. The collaboration space is a space where teachers and students can edit the content and work together in different spaces. The content library is an area where it's read only for the students, but the teachers can edit the content here. Teacher only section is an area where you're going to build your assignments, and it is private for the students, and this is an area for you as the teacher to work. And then we have student notebooks, and this is an individual notebook for each student that you're going to customize here in the next step. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click next. Now, Mrs. Long's class notebook, and these are the sections that OneNote gives us as default sections in the student notebook. Now, I may or may not want to use these. And what's great about this in this initial setup is this is when you have the ability to edit and change these. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of these off because I know I'm only going to need a few. This is where you also need to decide, do I want to have the sections in my student notebook be subject specific? Do I want it to be data binders where they're going to keep track of their data throughout the year, and this is going to be a progress monitoring notebook? So let's just think about that. I teach math, so I'm going to add a math section. I'm also going to add a data binder. A lot of our teachers are doing this right now, and it is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and also add class notes. So you can have your students work in their notebook individually, or you can just send assignments here, and they don't really even know they're in the notebook. So if I teach multiple subjects, I might want to go ahead and put in other subjects as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add science. All right, so this is the sections that I want my students to have. I can always add more sections at a later time, so I would definitely suggest less is more here. So even if you just did a few and you aren't really sure what you want to do, you can always distribute more sections at a later time. So we're going to go ahead and click Create. All right, so now you can see that the class notebook is ready for us. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this panel here. And you can see my welcome section, I have my collaboration space, my content library, teacher only, and then I even have my individual student sections that I created. So this is where it's important to think, as you are creating your notebook, what sections do you want your students to have? And we will go over later in the next few videos on how you can distribute sections to your students at a later time. I hope that video was helpful as you are setting up your OneNote class notebook in your team. Let us know if you have any questions. And don't forget to go and be a different kind of awesome.